I'm 28, and for as long as I can remember, I've been the engine behind every family celebration. Birthdays, Thanksgiving, Christmas, you name it. Trips, dinners, gifts, decorations, arguments. Basically, I was the glue that kept the whole thing from falling apart. This year, I hit a wall. I was burned out. My bank account was empty, my patience non-existent, and my mental health hanging by a thread. So I made a decision. I'm skipping Christmas. No dinners, no gifts, no traveling. Just me, my couch, and a box of snacks. I texted my sister, Cassie. Me. Hey, heads up, I'm taking a solo Christmas this year. I need some time to recharge. Cassie. Typing. Wait, are you serious? You can't do that. Mom will cry, Dad'll freak, and the rest of us, we need you. I sighed. I knew exactly what this would spark. By December 20th, my phone was blowing up. Mom, this isn't like you. Christmas isn't the same without you. Dad, you can't just abandon the family. We've always counted on you. Cassie, I can't believe you're doing this. What about presents, dinner, the tree? I tried to explain calmly. I love you all, but I'm exhausted. Every year I end up paying for everything and smoothing over drama. I need a break. 1 year doesn't mean I love you any less. Mom, voice breaking. But you're the heart of this family. What will we do without you? It felt like being accused of treason. Christmas Eve arrived. I ordered takeout, wore my cozy pajamas, and finally binge-watched shows I'd been postponing for months. My phone buzzed constantly. The group chat exploded with my family whining, pleading, and accusing me of being selfish. I muttered aloud, selfish? Maybe, but at least I'm not stressed, yelling, or broke. Leela, my best friend, called. You're doing the right thing. If anyone can survive Christmas alone, it's you. But it's weird. I feel like I'm breaking some sacred law. Sacred law? You're allowed to survive, relax, and not fund everyone else's fun. That's the real law. That night, as I sipped hot chocolate and watched a ridiculous holiday movie, I felt something I hadn't in years. Peace. The next morning, my phone lit up again. Dad called, voice stern, almost angry. Dad, Mark, Christmas is family. You don't just opt out. I understand that, Dad, but every year I end up managing everything. I'm burnt out. I need 1 year to step back. You're being selfish. What about tradition? What about your responsibility? I'm not abandoning anyone. I'm taking care of myself, so I can be a better part of the family later. He hung up abruptly. I felt a pang of guilt, but I also felt relief. By December 22nd, the house was chaos incarnate. Without me orchestrating every detail, family Christmas planning had devolved into a full-blown circus. Cassie, texting repeatedly. Mark, did you even tell Dad about the tree? I can't believe you left us to deal with this. Seriously, do you even care? Mom's crying again. She says you ruined everything. I stared at my phone, sipping coffee, and muttered, this is what freedom looks like, apparently. Over at my parents' house, things were collapsing spectacularly. Dad yelling, holding a half-decorated tree. Why did Mark leave me to do this? Cassie, grab the lights. Cassie, frantic, untangling a knot of lights. I told him he can't just disappear. We needed him. Mom, tearfully holding a half-baked pie. I can't believe he's doing this to us. Christmas will never be the same. Meanwhile, I was at home, scrolling through texts and trying not to laugh at the absurdity. My parents, the self-proclaimed experts at organized chaos, were now floundering without their holiday captain. That evening, Lila called again. So, how's the world surviving without you? Me, smirking. Apparently not very well.
They're burning pies, tangling lights, and emotionally blackmailing each other. I kind of love watching it. Lila, laughing. You're terrible, but you're right. You needed this. Yeah, I needed to remember what peace feels like.
For the first time in years, I didn't feel like a servant of the family machine. I felt human. Cassie, Mark, you have to come over for at least Christmas dinner. Mom can't take this. Dad is fuming. Please, for me, for them. Me, typing slowly, deliberately. Cassie, I'm taking care of my mental health. I'm not abandoning anyone, but I'm not coming over this year. Cassie, you're killing Christmas. I can't believe this. You're selfish, Mark. I put my phone down, breathing slowly. The guilt gnawed at me, but I remembered the year I spent stitching arguments together while crying myself to sleep. I wouldn't trade my sanity for their temporary convenience. Christmas morning was glorious. I woke up naturally, made pancakes, brewed coffee, and binge-watched a marathon of movies I loved but had never had time for. I even splurged on a tiny artificial tree for my apartment and decorated it alone. Me, talking to my tree. We're doing this, buddy. Just you, me, and zero stress. The texts kept coming, but I ignored them. Every ding of the phone was a reminder of the chaos I avoided, and I savored it. Leela FaceTimed me mid-morning. Leela, you look peaceful, like really happy. I am, and I'm learning something important. Just because I can manage everyone else's life doesn't mean I should. Exactly. You're finally living Christmas for yourself. By December 23rd, the family's panic had reached a pitch fever. Without their holiday captain, every little thing was a crisis. Cassie texting in all caps, "Mark, Dad just dropped the turkey. Are you happy now? I swear Mom said she wasn't going to cry, but she's crying. This is all your fault." I stared at my phone and muttered, "If this is what freedom costs, I'll pay it forever." The phone rang. I hesitated, then answered.
Dad, we messed up. I didn't realize how much you do until you weren't here. Christmas is a disaster. Yeah, Dad, that's called reality. I know. I shouldn't have guilted you. We relied on you so much. It's hard seeing it crumble. I get it. I love you guys, but I need 1 year off to breathe. I understand. I'm sorry, son. Truly. I felt a lump in my throat. Finally, a crack in the armor of guilt and obligation. Cassie didn't give up. She arrived at my apartment unannounced, holding a plate of cookies and a fake smile. "Mark, I brought Christmas to you. You can't spend it alone." "Cass, I appreciate the gesture, but I really want to be alone. This is the first stress-free holiday I've had in years." "Just one dinner. One! Mom will forgive everything." "I'm not coming. One dinner doesn't undo 8 years of burnout." She stood there, flabbergasted. Finally, she said, "Fine, but you're selfish." I smiled gently. And finally, free. Meanwhile, Mom had reached her breaking point. She called sobbing. "Mark, I don't know how we're going to survive Christmas without you. I'm so sorry I made it all about you. I didn't realize." "Mom, it's okay. Really, this is teaching all of us a lesson, that we can survive even if I step back. I just wanted you to be happy. And I am. That's all that matters. I need to recharge so next year I can actually enjoy being with all of you." It was the first time anyone acknowledged that my needs mattered too. I spent Christmas Day exactly as I wanted. I ate breakfast at 11 a.m., binge-watched my favorite series, video called a couple of friends, and laughed at ridiculous holiday movies. I even built a tiny Lego set I'd been postponing for months. Text notifications buzzed, but I ignored most of them. Each ignored text was a small rebellion, a reclaiming of my sanity. By evening, I poured myself a glass of wine and looked at my small, twinkling tree. Me to myself, this is Christmas. No chaos, no guilt, just me. I realized something important. Setting boundaries doesn't mean you stop loving your family. It means you survive and show up healthier next year. By December 26th, the dust had begun to settle. The chaos at my parents' house had revealed some harsh truths. They could survive without me managing everything, even if it was messy. Cassie texting cautiously, "Mark, dinner wasn't perfect, but we survived, I guess. Maybe we can do this next year without you? Kind of?" I smiled, realizing that the family had learned something crucial. My absence didn't end Christmas. It just exposed how much I did. Dad called again, this time calmer and more introspective. "Dad, Mark, I wanted to thank you. I mean it. You've been carrying the load for years. I didn't realize how much I depended on you." "Yeah, Dad, I love helping, but I need limits. 1 year off doesn't mean I love you less." Dad clucking softly, "I get it now. Next year we're all chipping in. You deserve a break, son." Hearing him acknowledge it felt like a weight lifting. Finally, my mental health wasn't being dismissed as selfishness. Cassie called me later, slightly embarrassed. "Okay, funny story. The turkey caught fire." Me, laughing. "I heard about that. Dad was terrified, right?" Cassie, "Yeah, but we survived. And you know what? It was kind of fun. Messy, but fun." Exactly. Christmas doesn't need perfection, just presence, even if it's imperfect. Her laughter on the phone felt like validation. I wasn't abandoning my family, I was teaching them resilience. That evening, I reflected on the past week. I realized something profound. Boundaries are necessary. Mental health isn't optional. Family love doesn't require constant sacrifice. I felt a mix of relief, pride, and the twinge of sadness. I had broken tradition, disappointed people I loved, but I had also protected myself.
Me to my small tree. We did it, buddy. We survived. And next year, we'll do better together. By New Year's, my family had learned to manage themselves a little better. Mom baked without panicking. Dad even hung the lights properly, mostly. Cassie became slightly less bossy and more cooperative. When I returned to family gatherings the following year, things were different. I participated because I wanted to, not because I had to. And that made every laugh, every shared meal, and every gift truly meaningful.